Hey, if you're watching this video, chances are you grew up in the 90s. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. Here we go again, another millennial complaining about how everything was better back then. But hear me out, because this isn't just rose-tinted glasses talking. The 90s weren't better because things were higher quality, or because there was no social media, or because kids actually went outside. I mean, sure, all that stuff is true, but that's not really the point. The real magic of the 90s, it was the feeling. Think about it. We're part of this weird, exclusive club, and membership is only open to people who experienced very specific things, like the absolute devastation of your Tamagotchi dying because you forgot to feed it, or the pure adrenaline rush of finally beating that one level in Crash Bandicoot after dying 50 times. These weren't just moments. They were core memories, and you can't replicate that. A kid today could play the exact same games we played, but they wouldn't feel what we felt. I'll give you an example. Remember Blockbuster nights? You'd walk into that store on a Friday evening, and it felt like walking into a cathedral of possibilities. The smell of popcorn, the rows and rows of VHS tapes, the anxiety of hoping your movie wasn't already rented out. You had to commit to your choice because you only had it for one night, maybe two. Compare that to now. Netflix, endless scrolling, decision paralysis. We have everything available instantly, and somehow it all feels meaningless. Or take toys. We lost our minds over the simplest stuff. Tickle Me Elmo caused literal riots in stores. Parents were paying $1,000 for a $30 toy. Beanie Babies turned into a collector's craze that made their creator a billionaire. And Game Boy? Nearly 60 million units sold by 1997. Kids today have iPads with 1 million games, but do any of them hit the same way Pokemon Red did on that tiny green screen? Absolutely not. Here's the thing people don't talk about. The 90s were full of firsts. Cell phones went from rich people only to everyone kinda has one now. The internet went from dial-up screeching at you for 5 minutes to actually being usable. Technology was evolving so fast, and we got to witness it all. Every new gadget, every new toy, every new game felt like a legitimate event. I remember when my friend got a Discman, an actual portable CD player, and we treated him like he'd invented time travel. Now, kids get iPhones at age 10 and barely react. And yeah, I know what some of you are thinking. Weren't the 90s also kind of rough economically? Sure, our parents were stressed about money. The world wasn't perfect, but here's the difference. We didn't know that yet. As kids, we were blissfully unaware. We just knew that summer felt endless, that stick guns were legitimately fun for hours, and that Saturday morning cartoons were an unbreakable ritual. There's this weird paradox, right? Research shows that each generation since the 90s has spent progressively less time outside. 90s kids spent less time outside than 80s kids, 2000s kids even less, and Gen Alpha basically lives indoors. But here's the key. We were the last generation where playing outside was still the default. We had video games, sure, but they hadn't fully taken over yet. We still had that balance, so why do we romanticize the 90s so much? It's not because everything was objectively better. It's because that's when we felt the most. Happiness hit different when it came from simple things. A new pack of Pogs, renting a game you'd been waiting for, staying up late with your friends watching movies on VHS. We weren't overstimulated. We weren't constantly comparing ourselves to everyone on Instagram. We just existed. And weirdly, that made everything more intense. Even Gen Z, kids who weren't even born in the 90s, report feeling nostalgic for that decade. 37% of them say they're nostalgic for the 90s. Why? Because even they can sense it represented something simpler, something more real. I'm not saying the sun shone brighter back then or that the grass was greener. I'm not even saying we should go back. But man, sometimes I think about what it felt like to genuinely be excited about a stick, or how magical it was when your parents said yes to renting 2 movies instead of 1. We can't go back, but we can remember. And maybe, just maybe, we can hold on to that feeling, that childlike wonder. Even as adults drowning in student debt and existential dread, don't let your inner child die. Keep that 90s kid alive in there. because once it's gone forever. Anyway, that's my rant. Let me know in the comments what your core 90s memory is. I'll see you in the next one.